So on Sunday, I put up my most recent post for Psychology Today, which was the the human, the lion, and the multi-headed beast, I think it's called. Damn, I should have checked that first. It's weird because I did read it right before doing, well, not right before, but a little bit before doing this. I also read You Aren't You at All, which is linked in that post, and also The Many Faces of You. And the post follows along the lines of those. In fact, I was actually a little saddened, surprised when I reread them, and I was like, I'm saying almost the same thing, especially with You Aren't You at All. But the idea, like, I'm really excited about the idea, and rather than focusing on how I don't think you're a consistent person, or I'm a consistent person, or anyone is a consistent person, their personality is not consistent, and that's what psychology shows. Rather than arguing that and just belaboring that point, I want to focus more in this short video on the benefit of buying into that, right? It helps me a tremendous amount to keep that mindset. And I don't keep it. Like, keeping it is an exaggeration, right? Like, getting back to that mindset, let's say. Because basically, you know, you get caught up in something. Like, for example, I'll give a personal example. Today, I was not in a good mood. Earlier today, I was not in a good mood. And my initial, probably as a therapist or as someone who studied psychology, or just as an inquisitive person or analytical person or a person that tries to be self-aware, I started analyzing, like, why am I not in a good mood today? Why? And I just stopped. And I was like, you know what? Whatever reasons I come up with probably aren't accurate. It doesn't matter. Probably some of it is just biology, right? Like, you know, I've had good days and you have bad days, and the chemicals that course through your bloodstream and your brain are just have, you know, days where they light up everything and everything seems great, and days where it doesn't. So rather than investigating it, I just kind of took a breath and realized that whatever I'm thinking is probably nonsense, and just let it go. Like, it wasn't important. It's not important why I wasn't in a good mood earlier. And I just think there's a lot of times that can be beneficial. I've had disagreements with people that I care about, and I've stopped and been like, you know what, this could just be my perspective, my thinking, my rationalizations for my behavior. And that mindset, you know, I say at the end of it, and I also said it at the end of one of the other posts that was linked to it that has a similar theme, that I think it's the beginning of enlightenment. It's the beginning of self-actualizing, not trusting your thinking, understanding, you know, that there's all these networks, this machinery that's occurring underneath your conscious thought that is running a lot more of the show than you think, and then just taking a breath, accepting that, and then just being more in the moment, being more mindful, being more present, not letting the emotional repercussions of whatever the thoughts are rule me, right? There's, in one of the posts, I have a quote by Rollo May, which I really like, and I'm going to butcher it a little bit, but it basically says that freedom is in that pause between the stimulus and our response, right? Mostly we're just responding to stimuli. Like, that's our brain's job. It's conserving energy. Like, as we've learned to drive, to walk, to interact with other humans, it uses less and less energy, conserving the brain's energy, because it's just well worn and it's automatic. And automatic burns less energy than stopping and thinking and you know, trying to learn something burns a lot more energy than having mastered something. So our brain is just doing its job, right? And just accepting that. But when we stop, like when a stimulus happens and we take a breath and we stop, you know, maybe there was an automatic thought response. Like, I've been trying to curse less when I'm driving and judge other people less when I'm driving. And I haven't been very successful, but some of the success I've had is the thought starts to come and I stop it. And I'm like, that's just my ego. That's just me wanting to feel better than other people, you know, and I'm able to stop it. And, you know, again, you're not going to be an expert at this. I'm not an expert at this. But all these little steps help. They help bring me more peace. They help bring me more freedom. They help bring me more control in my life. And I think a lot of those three things are foundational pieces to self-actualizing and to enlightenment. That's it.